Kal Alal Yahomash Mir Shaibash Makakwatash to be announced to the apostles and leaders of Great Millstone and shout unto the brothers who do the work of the Lord sincerely and in truth. Right? This is the brother Ash from the James Jamaica camp. You know, just here patiently waiting for this thing come to a grand finale, right? Because we've been over time bringing this truth out, concerning what is to come, right, to you people. We've been telling you that we're the prophets of the Lord, and we're here to tell you how to befall this kingdom, right? And see now more than ever as the things are play out in front of your face, with as to the extent where you can't deny it, right? And one of the main things we keep on pounding across, for years, right, is the mark of the beast, which is the RFID chip. And now we see them set the stage perfectly for bring it across, right? Maybe a few articles more we get into, and of course, the main principle of the day is Revelation 13 and verse 16, right? But let me get into them articles and further see what I go on here. So this was an article released from February 29th, right? For sure, before this thing even reached nowhere as bad as it is now, right? It was getting bad in February, but it never. It of course it get bad with more time. So for sure the agenda, going across, right? So it reads, Trump administration officials, do not get prepared. Don't buy masks, food, cleaning supplies, or anything. Just wait for a vaccine and do as you're told. No, this is the mindset where they want people to They want the people to rely upon the government, because the government are the one who supposedly are going to bring the solution, right? But what is that solution, right? That RFID chip here with the vaccine, right? Because even if they're not going to directly RFID immediately with the vaccine, right? If you listen to the talk in the ear, is that a vaccine with a digital ID, right? And we know so that RFID chip is the ultimate digital ID that is planned, right? Because if you've been following this thing, right, as if you've been listening to us and following this thing, you don't know that even from Obamacare in 2008, it was in the bill that them could use an electronic device to plant under the flesh, right? For your basically your healthcare ID then, right? So if you've been following this thing, if you've been following, right? If you've been following, we have bring out information, about places where they might use the RFID, right? In terms of tracking wise, people are using it for authentication, for open doors. IBM released a commercial from way back in 2008, 2009, right? How the implications can be for shopping, for keep your money pan, right? We've been telling you, right? And now it is the perfect thing now for go along with this vaccine, right? Because how that makes sense? Because right, so if you're gonna get vaccinated for this pandemic, this disease you are growing, this virus, right? You're gonna need a mark or certification to show that you got vaccinated. Now, what better mark for mark you than with that digital ID? Once you get the ID, once you have the ID and people know, say, hey, oh, you get the vaccine, you're good to go, right? And this is how the system of this is how the scriptures are come to life right in front of your face, right? Because the scripture say, it calls it, a man can buy and sell you, right? Jump into the next article and I go too deep. Now them just skim the surface. All right, so this one says U.S. jobless claims surge to record 10 million and aimed at virus lockdown. Now, this is a very interesting article. It says over 6.6 million Americans filed for unemployment benefits for the week ending March 28. Now, this was released April 2nd. Right, so what I'm saying is that more people have filed for unemployment benefits, meaning Section 8 and welfare and so forth. Now, this is one more trap where the government can trap you. That's why the government want to wait upon them, right? So this is another trap because easily the government can say, all right, to get welfare or Section 8, you have to get the vaccine. Once you get the vaccine, you're going to need that digital marker to show that you get the vaccine, right? It's a trap. So therefore, you can't go have any money unless you have that mark, right? Which is going to be that digital ID, right? So you see, you're being placed in a trap, yo, right? And if you follow the narrative right around the world, this is what every single country I do. This is what every country I push forward to, right? Um, for them identification system, because even in our country, right, where we there right now in Jamaica, the heads of state have said, listen, they need to know every Jamaican, right? They need if you can identify every Jamaican using that ID, right? Because a year ago, yeah, I think it was last year. Them NIDA system got shut down by their own parliament. But what little do they know that the NIDA system was not a brain child of the party in power, right? But of the UN, right? So they can fight it all they want. The United Nations need that to be the new way of moving forward. So it's going to happen, and see right now, it's at the stage. If it happen on a global scale, yo, right? So them forget them people are file for unemployment benefits. You're gonna need to have your mark, right? In the near future, right? Boy, it's June. Ain't no microchip, no. Continuing, it's less than a third of Americans would rush to get um virus vaccines. So it's only around a third of U.S. citizens would get vaccinated against the virus, so as soon as the vaccine becomes available. So despite the rapid spread of the disease across the country, the newly released polls revealed. Right, so what it says is that most people now would not rush to get a vaccine, right? Because most people know they're still comfortable, them still think everything are cookies and daisies, them can survive, they have food, they can still go a little corner shop, get something to eat or whatever, right? So people still think things are the norm, right? But you know what? The days I get worse, yo, right? Because as I hear every country I say, quarantine and lockdown. You know what? When they say lockdown, now, do you know what they mean? They mean a total lockdown. No business open, no shops, the gas station closed, your clothes store closed, your fast food, no Popeyes, no KFC, no McDonald's, all the chicken place, closed. No man on the roadside a jerk chicken. It mean you close and you stay in your house. Right? That is what is meant by a total lockdown. Right? That is what is meant by a total lockdown. And you need to start think about this going forward, yo. Right? The government they're up to no good. They have one goal, one universal goal, right? And it's what they're calling Agenda 2030 or Sustainable Development, which is the same Agenda 21 or who know about the Georgia Guidestone, right? The government, all governments together are following a mandate for to have a one world government. Some of them are doing it ignorantly, but some of them know what's going on, right? But with this pandemic right now, it is the perfect tool to put things into place. It is the perfect scare, and I can't believe that my own prime minister said this in this little country I'm in. But they cannot waste a good crisis, right? So it just show you that everybody know what's going on, yo. It's just regular people last and I don't know. Let me go to the precept. Yo, this precept can't help but beat it across, until that day, yo, when all of you see it for yourself. It's June, ain't no microchips. Huh. You soon know. You know pretty soon. Oh, me the Roman, sorry. Yeah, we can just get it. We can just read it out. It's a Romans 30 and 11. It said, and know, and that knowing the time, knowing the time that it is high time to wake out of sleep, for now is your salvation nearer than when you believe, right? Because as we say, we see them, them visions unfold in front of our eyes, yo. The scripture said the visions for a appointed time, but in that just speak and not lie. Here it is speaking now, yo. We are seeing our news, the turn news, you see it every day, yo. Right? You see them, you see the scare put out there, you see measures that we put in place. Right? You see that total martial law worldwide, right? You see a worldwide unrest. You see the unrest has started, but you can look out for that next, right? Where you see worldwide martial law, yo, right? You know, recite good. We can just read through it, He said, "For now is your salvation nearer than when you believe. The night is far spent, the days at hand. Let us cast off the works of darkness and put on the whole armor of light." Right? Which is this truth. Let us walk honestly in as in the day, not in rioting or drunkenness. Don't get caught up in any civil unrest. You're supposed to be spiritual men. You avoid that, right? You avoid that. No time we need to fast and pray and beg the most I've delivered you out of this hellhole, right? He said, not in chambering, not in wantonness, chambering meaning excess or sex, any time for that, right? He said, not in strife and envy, so no any time for you to strive with your brother, or as a matter of fact, right now, you need to figure yourself right. Make sure you everybody are good, right? Make sure you don't have any guy with your brothers, yo. Right? That's what you're supposed to do right now, right? To put the on the Lord Yahweh Shai Mashiach and make provision, not make no provision for the flesh, but fulfill the lust thereof. Right? So no one time no fear think about lust and earthly things, as they say. Not in chambering, but no one time fear dwell in the spirit, yo. Right, let me just run to the next precept with the revelation that I gotta read this. We can't pass this up, yo. You have to bring this out. Every time I have to bring it out. This phone sometimes will go crazy. We can't. Alright, here we go. See, and it causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in your right hands and your foreheads. Right? Say, cause all, both small and great, rich and poor. Right? Because there's nobody that is exempt from this virus, yo. Right? So everybody have to go, log into the vaccine train. Right? But guess what? If you are one of them who take that mark, then you know what? There's not going to be any escape for you, yo. Right? There's not going to be any deliverance for you. Right? Because you succeed to the system. You succeed to the devil. Right? He said, and that no man might buy nor sell save he that have the mark. As next before, you can't get your welfare unless you get the mark. Right? You can't come out to your house. You can't go to a store unless you can prove say, you're clear and you're good to go. Right? Meaning, you get your vaccine. Now, please note carefully that not all countries might run and go ahead immediately with the RFID chip based upon the infrastructure and technological advancements to accommodate the same. Right? Countries might go, like for example, Jamaica might go NIDS first, before they go RFID, but the stage is set for them to go directly into that, yo. Right? So you need to be mindful because that is their ultimate goal, and there's nothing stopping them from putting that across now, apart from the infrastructure in some countries that have not been set up as yet. And who to tell that they're not going to eradicate or eliminate those people in those countries, yo? Right? Just close off and finish it. The free and bond to receive a mark in your right hands and your foreheads, that no man might buy or sell save he that have the mark, and or the name of the beast or the number of his name. Here is wisdom. Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 6 and 6. Right? So I hope the point came across. The more videos will be coming. Right? So you can just keep live on YouTube. Right? Because we're gonna keep pushing this truth until we can't anymore, yo. And in that time, it will be the family of the word. Right? So until then, shalom.